Welcome to Some Shit We Like, episode number 235.
Yep, you got it. I like how you always look over for approval. Whether it's just me or just Bryce or all three of us.
Always look for
you
approval.
always look over like, did I get it? Did I get it? No.
That's why I have my YouTube channel. I just want to be approved. Validated.
Like me. Somebody, please.
One of my favorite cards that I got at VidCon, which I thought was hilarious. She does like comedic stuff and like skits and all that and vlogs. And like she gave me her card and it said professional attention seeker. Like,
that's pretty good.
That's perfect. That just talks about everyone on YouTube.
I'm being so unprofessional. I just yawned for like 2 seconds into the show. You're boring me already.
Oh my god. I'm so boring.
Anyway, that's pretty funny. Professional attention seeker. That's pretty good.
Like, that's so good. I wish I thought of that.
Yeah, we'll just put a twist on it. Make it your own.
Lots of aerial twists.
Yeah.
Welcome to Some Shit We Like, as I said before.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to be talking about shit that we like, because that's the name of the show. We put up each show topic by topic on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with Friday the full show. So if you don't want to listen to the entire show, you can just cherry pick which one to listen to.
And if you don't want to look at us,
you
can listen to us audio only, which goes up on Tuesday.
On iTunes and every podcaster that you can think of out there.
Yep.
I think we got to do Anchor. You've heard of Anchor?
Yeah.
I've kind of messed with it. I didn't really get too in depth with it, but like, it's interesting.
So Jeff Canada's got a podcast on Anchor.
I know he has Anchor too now. Yeah.
And so does Christian Spicer.
Spicer as well. Yeah.
I haven't actually tried listening to their Anchor shows. Apparently, like the deal with Anchor was at first with Jeff Canada's show.
It's melted so fast.
With Jeff Canada's show, like it was there for 24 hours. Then when the next episode went up, the previous episode was gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he's worked out something to where he can have it on, iTunes and Google Play and all that shit. Or there's an RSS feed for his show now. I haven't checked again recently. It's only been a couple of weeks, but I haven't checked again the last week or so. But when I initially checked to see if I could find it in the podcast app I use, which is Player FM, it couldn't find it. And then I started looking. I was like, well, where's the RSS feed? And then I just couldn't find an RSS feed, because when I looked on iTunes, and usually in iTunes, it's like, oh, here's the RSS link. But all it had was the iTunes link. So I think he might have individual RSS feeds for each podcast service, which is kind of weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's what it seemed. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I couldn't find it on the app I use.
I was just trying to think about, like,
like
is that a hack? Is that like something that we can benefit from if we do it individually? But that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't think that helps. I mean,
I don't think it would.
You want one feed that you
one
can
link
throw out
to
everything.
Everyone, yeah.
Here, what are we, 2 minutes in? I'm already doing big fucking arm movements.
I mean, I guess maybe get data from each of them to see which one's doing better, but I think you should be able to do that even without.
Yeah. But so I haven't really given Anchor a shot, just because I don't consume podcasts that way. I already have my third-party app that I'm consuming podcasts through.
And I just use the iTunes podcast app.
Yeah.
Which, I'm going to throw this question out there if anyone watches. Like, if you know of a podcast app that lets you cast to, like, Chromecast or even the Amazon Echo or Google Home, let us know about it in the comments, because I'm actually really interested into finding something. Unless you know of one.
I think. Yeah, Player FM.
Oh, Player FM does it. Oh, well, shit.
Chromecastable.
Well, never mind then. So there you go. Get Player FM and you can cast us.
Yeah.
If you have a Chromecast or any kind of device like that.
This is
seems like
probably, I don't know, it's the most intuitive podcast app I've ever tried.
There's an Apple app?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm sure there is, yeah. They usually make stuff for Apple first.
But it's pretty robust. You do a lot of cool shit with it.
And then it lets you like rewind, fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
Does it like cut them up in chapters? Because I know some podcasts like cut them up. Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't. I don't know, unless maybe.
Because like when I listen to the John August podcast, I think it has to do with the podcasters. If they want to do that, because like I know John August does that, and it's really helpful sometimes.
The cool thing about, like I said, it's really customizable. So it's got your fast forward and your rewind, but you can set it to where, okay, when I tap the rewind, I want it to go back 15 seconds or 30 seconds or 10 seconds or 5 seconds. Same
so you
thing
can customize it.
Yeah, same thing with the fast forward. I have mine to go 30 seconds forward and 15 seconds back.
30 seconds forward, 15 back?
Yeah. for 30 seconds forward for ads. I don't, unless you put something funny in your ads, and I know you do it. I don't listen to your ads. I skip them.
Like
Giant
right.
Giant Bomb. I listen to their ads because they're funny. Tell them Steve Dave. I listen to their ads because they're funny. They're not just cold reads of the ad. Especially with Tell them Steve Dave, like their ads, like. Hey, this episode is brought to you by Audible. audiblepodcast.com/TESD for your free. And then, like, before they can get out all the information that Audible would like them to get out, they go off on tangents. And, like, an ad can end up being, like, 6 minutes long, but have nothing to do with the fucking advertiser.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty funny.
That's clever.
It's pretty funny.
Or funny.
They don't do it on purpose. It just happens because they ramble, similarly to how we ramble, yeah. So I think
my favorite ads usually come from Film Riot, just because like they actually put production value into it, and
I haven't watched that show in forever.
I kind of haven't watched it in a while either.
I think the last one I watched was how lighting affects a shot, and they had Emily standing there, and they used just different color lights on her.
Yeah, I remember that one. I saw that.
I think that was the last episode I watched.
He said he's going to start a podcast, so I'm kind of waiting on that. I don't know if it's already launched because it's been a while. Mm-hmm. But like, I'd be really interested to hear his podcast. I should look for it, see if he started one.
Yeah, those guys are really entertaining dudes.
And then Game Over Greggy's ads are kind of funny too sometimes.
Yes. I've kind of bounced off of Kind of Funny pretty hard recently. I still listen to some of the content, but it's rough to listen to sometimes because they just kind of repeat each other and then they don't want to say anything even remotely controversial anymore. So it's kind of
I haven't actually watched them in a while, but I know like in the past.
But I like Kind of Funny Games Daily because that's basically scratching the itch that I was getting from PS I Love You that they don't do anymore now that Colin left. But
yeah, I just found that out yesterday.
Kind of Funny Games Daily is pretty good, though. It's pretty entertaining. It's about an hour long each day, and they just kind of go over the news of that day for video games. It's pretty good. You should check that one out. But yeah, podcast. Well, since we're on the podcast topics, what podcasts do you listen to right now? Or are you listening to right now? Okay.
'Cause I know you listen to a lot of them.
Yeah, consistently? Okay, so, of course, the Giant Bomb stuff.
Right, I know you listen to the Giant Bomb.
Giant Bomb cast and the Giant Beast cast. I also listen to Team GFB Radio, which is Dave Lang, who is the CEO.
What's that stand for?
It stands for whatever you want GFB to stand for. That's the gag. At the end of every episode, he tells his co-host Daryl, tell the crowd what GFB has and has always stood for, and it's different every week. But GFB originally stands for Get Fucked Boy. So Team GFB Radio I listen to DLC, which is Jeff Canada and Christian Spicer.
Oh yeah. Wow, they're still doing that.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Kind of Funny Games Cast, Kind of Funny Games Daily. I pick and choose. So I'm also a wrestling fan. You guys know that. I listen to Steve Austin's podcasts. He has two. One is family friendly. One is Unleashed. So one is But I kind of pick and choose what episodes I listen to. If there's somebody interesting on or a topic that's interesting, I'll listen. If not, I don't. Same with Chris Jericho's podcast. If he's got somebody on that I think is interesting.
He's a wrestler,
right?
Yeah. And he has a podcast. Cool.
Uh-huh. Every wrestler has a podcast right now, which is hilarious. Game Over Greggy. I pick and choose now on which ones I listen to, which is sucky because I used to listen to every single one.
That's weird. Like, I don't listen to their podcast. I just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. This cool little podcast called Some Shit We Like.
It's all right.
Right there.
It's an okay podcast.
And Waypoint Radio, which is Austin Walker, who used to work at Giant Bomb. He went to Vice Gaming, which is now
so you
Waypoint
don't listen to any tech
Gaming.
podcasts?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore? Huh. Yeah. Lately, I haven't been listening to too many, but for the most part, like I have my daily ones that I do listen to, and that's Daily Tech News Show with Tom Merritt, and then he has guests for each different day is what I meant to. Like Monday's Veronica Belmont. I think Tuesday is.
God, she's still around?
Yeah, she's still around. She has her own podcast now too. It's called the IRL.
Oh Jesus!
And I think it's a partner with Mozilla Firefox.
Okay.
And then Tom Merritt also has like Brian Brushwood come on too, and
That's cool.
a bunch of other people.
So all the Revision 3 people we used to like to watch.
Most of the time, yeah,
to.
or like old tech TV people.
Gotcha.
Patrick Norton comes on every once in a while. Too.
I like Patrick Norton a lot.
I do too.
So I used to listen to the Tested podcast. This is only a test. Now I just kind of watch their videos.
Oh, really? Yeah, because you did listen to that.
Will Smith left Tested to work on like a VR company.
Oh.
And Norman Chan doesn't engage me. I do like when they have people on, like they have like Adam. They do a podcast with Adam Savage, so I'll listen to that occasionally. But yeah,
right.
I just don't listen to the This Is Only a Test anymore. Those guys for some reason don't do it for me. Without Will Smith, he kind of held that show together. But their videos, they do a lot of stuff in Adam Savage's workshop. That's really fucking cool, and you guys should check out their
I've
YouTube
seen
channel.
Some, like, it pops up in my recommended
Yeah.
YouTube list, and sometimes I watch it just because, like, I love Adam Savage.
He did a one-day build of Chewbacca's bandolier belt for his cosplay costume. He had built one before.
Yeah, I didn't watch the video, but I saw the thumbnail.
He redid it. It's I love I can watch that guy make stuff all day long. He made a holster for his Leatherman tool made out of sheet metal. And I watched him bend sheet metal for 20 minutes. Like,
so is the sheet metal holster for the...
Yeah, for the Leatherman tool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
You know, I mean, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's funny. It's like one of the first things that they posted when Adam and Jamie bought Tested was that video. And I don't know. I still go back and watch that video every once in a while. Just 'cause it's so fucking interesting to watch him, how he problem solves. Like,
yeah, how
am I going to bend this? What bends do I make first? All that. It's really interesting. You should check out their YouTube page and subscribe to it. Tested.
Yeah. Other stuff that I do listen to, but not as often, I kind of pick and choose these, is the Kevin Rose Show. He has his own podcast called The Kevin Rose Show now, where he kind of... They're not long. They're like 15 minutes.
Is that different than what I listened to that he had when he had Gary Vee on?
No, it's the same thing, basically.
Okay. He doesn't post very often, so I listened to the Gary Vee episode, then I unsubscribed because for like a month there was nothing.
Now, well, I think he's still kind of inconsistent, but okay, it looks like he has started being consistent now. But like for the most part, yeah, he had Gary Vee, Ryan Carson, Sean Ellis, and a few other people, but like entrepreneurs or like inventors and things like that. And then I also listened to the Jenna and Julian podcast. Jenna Marbles, the YouTuber. I've never really gave her YouTube channel a chance for the most part. Like, I don't know. She's alright, you know. But her podcast with her boyfriend is fucking hilarious. Yeah. It's like so funny. Then of course I listen to Tim Ferriss. And these are the ones that I pick and choose. Tim Ferriss, I listen to him usually as a pick and choose type of deal when he has someone interesting. Like, he's had a lot of great guests recently. And then he also just has topics about...
You're on that Tim Ferriss bandwagon too, huh?
Yeah. I like Tim Ferriss. He's interesting. Okay. But I pick and choose these, so I don't listen to all of it. And then Cord Killers with Tom Merritt and Brian Brushwood. That's how I keep up with, like, TV and movies and stuff like that. And, like, the news. Hollywood Babylon. Still listen to it. I know you don't listen to it anymore. No. But like Hollywood Babylon just helps me get through my Monday morning drive. It just gets me through my Monday morning. It just makes me laugh.
I wish I could listen to that
know it's repetitive. I know they have like the same thing over and over throughout the day or throughout each episode. But I guess it's that consistency that's kind of just like makes me laugh in the morning. That what I need to start a sucky morning, you know.
My only real problem with that show is like I used to really like Ralph Garman when he was on K-Rock and Ralph the New Guy and Ralph Sex You and all this stupid stuff he used to do. And then when Hollywood Babylon started, like, awesome. But I don't know, about 2, maybe 3 years into Hollywood Babylon, it seemed like he got way up his own ass. And I just could not handle his opinions anymore. I don't like when people spout off their opinions. Did you at least watch his like
Batman?
No, I need to watch.
It was really good. It was sweet. Yeah, it was. I didn't know how well he knew
Yeah.
And then when I saw like the live, the lighting of the bat signal, like he actually gave a speech at the podium, which isn't crazy. Yeah. And then the last one I listened to is Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig, which is another YouTuber. I would watch her channel off and on, but like she interviews YouTubers and like just like things that she finds interesting. So like one day she could be talking to, I don't know, like Tyler Oakley, and then the next time she's talking to like a professor at UCLA on like the psychology of serial killers or something like that.
Right.
Just like random stuff like that.
That's cool. There's one podcast that I want to start listening to that I just haven't searched for. It's called The 9 Club. It's a skateboarding podcast. But I need to check that out and actually start listening to that. If you guys watching this later on YouTube or listening later on MP3, let us know what podcast you're listening to and if there's anything we should give a check out.
I love recommendations for podcasts,
for sure.
so just fucking let us know.
Yeah.
And then one last podcast I got to mention, because I did mention it before and I forgot to export the clip, and I'm sorry, Dan. But I mentioned this the last podcast is the Next Big Thing podcast, which is Dan Otik from the small YouTubers community I'm in, where he highlights like the small YouTubers in our community and kind of interviews them and like talks about like VidCon and like their daily routine. It's really interesting. It's almost, he has like this NPR-ish type of voice too, so it kind of just works. Like it sounds like radio,
right?
NPR type of stuff, and like his questions are really good. He knows how to interview people really well.
Nice.
So definitely check that out. I'll put all the links below, maybe.
Oh shit!
Not all the links to all the podcasts. We'll put it to. I'm gonna put the link for this one at least for the Next Big Thing. Right. But for the most part, everyone knows.
Yeah.
How Google works.
I might throw the tested YouTube page
right
in there just because I think people should really check that out. One of these days, we're actually going to have to go down this list of what YouTube stuff we watch. That would be a very long segment, I think.
Do it next week.
But yeah, we can do that next week.
Yeah. That'd be a long list for me.
Yeah, same here. I think I have like 15 or 20 things I watch daily on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, daily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems like you're falling into the same web that I've fallen into.
Yep.
We'll talk about it next week or something.
They're all similar, but whatever. It's what I watch.
Anyways, podcasts.
Yeah.
That's this topic for today. But now we can get into the main topic.
Okay.
And it's good that we talked about this because I didn't really have any movie news.
Yeah. I didn't really see anything.
I do have a review, though, that I definitely want to talk about because I have issues.
Issues or things to say? Because issues implies bad. Things to say can be both.
Things to say.
Okay.
About.
Can we title this "Fuck Spider-Man"?
No, because I'm not gonna say "fuck Spider-Man."
But we'll get the clicks, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. Clickbait. All right, so I saw Spider-Man: Homecoming on Thursday night, and what can I say about Spider-Man? I'm gonna go into spoilers. I'm sorry, but I need to talk about these spoilers. So this first half right here is going to be non-spoiler. I will totally let you know when the spoilers come up. I'll even put a big giant red sign right here saying, in the post, a big red sign saying, spoiler alerts. And for those of you watching, when you want to come back, I'm just going to go like this.
Yeah.
Come on back. So here we go. This is non-spoilers right now, so you're okay.
All right.
Overall, the movie was great. It was a good movie.
Great? Okay.
Great. It was a great movie to go to have fun, to have a good time for the summer.
Okay.
Tom Holland is fucking amazing as Spider-Man. Amazing right. Spider-Man. Right. He's a good Spider-Man. I won't doubt that at all. Everyone, what's his name? Michael Keaton, fucking perfect for the Vulture.
Dude's so good. He's good in everything.
I mean, it's great because we've never seen the Vulture other than like the cartoons.
Yeah.
And he's fucking amazing in this movie. I can't praise Michael Keaton enough, but they did a really good job on this. I love the way the movie started. I think the first 10 minutes of the movie are online. I saw So I am going
Really?
to talk about the first 10 minutes. So that's, well, I guess you can call this a minor spoiler, but it's really not.
Why the fuck would they put the first 10 minutes up
Or
there?
the first 4 minutes or first 5 minutes.
Okay.
I know I did see that up there. But speaking of trailers, I only watched that two trailers, and that's it.
That international one we watched by accident.
Yeah, and then the
regular one, yeah.
Everything else I did not watch. I closed my eyes. I changed the channels. I didn't want to see it because I wanted to go in fresh. Going into this movie, it starts off after the first Avengers. So, and that's where we get introduced to Adrian Toome's Vulture, where he's part of like this cleanup crew that cleans up, that does, he has his own business cleaning up, all the crap that all the superheroes leave behind. Then they take him off the job because Tony Stark has this like, what is it, like a DOD cleanup type of thing where he actually hires his own people to clean up.
Talk about politics.
So he's taking the job from the little man.
Yeah.
And then that kind of turns Toomes angry, and that's kind of how it kind of starts off. So I'm mentioning that just to give a little context to what's going on. Again, that's not really a spoiler. But like overall, the story I felt was well told, but it felt it was well telegraphed.
You can't really tell a story in superhero movies anymore without being able to see exactly where it's going to go because they're trying to hit such a mainstream audience with it.
Yeah, and yeah, they. It's so hard to talk about, not talk about spoilers. Overall, like the movie was great. I loved the movie, but I did have my issues with it. So to start with the characters, as far as the supporting characters, Flash Thompson, he's supposed to be the big guy, bully guy. I mean, the guy who plays Flash Thompson is smaller than Tom Holland, and he's supposed to be a bully. Okay. He's supposed to be a social bully, so I can see that they're kind of, obviously they're modernizing it for today's youth, which I understand. So that's why, as much as I love this movie, it didn't really hit me as far as I wanted it. I guess I would say like I really love the way Sam Raimi did it with Tobey Maguire. But I can see why everyone loves this movie. It's for the young people, people who perhaps never seen the first Spider-Man.
I'll tell you why everybody loves it, because it says Marvel Studios in the front.
And it does say Marvel Studios. Marvel did have this hand in it, as well as Sony, because Sony, isn't going to just give it back to them. And then you can see where Sony stuck their hand in some places. But like as far as the movie goes, I really enjoyed the movie. There were some things that I didn't expect, like some twists I didn't see coming. But for the most part, I would say 8 twists I didn't see coming. But for the most part, everything's just really telegraphed, popcorn movie.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
No, that's not,
it's
that's
appealing
not
to
a bad
the
thing
majority
at all. Yes.
of people. But I definitely wouldn't call this my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps I might be touching on some people's nerves.
You think Spider-Man 2 with Tobey? Seems to be everybody's favorite, even though they're wrong.
Everyone, I was very against Spider-Man 2. I did not like Spider-Man 2, but after rewatches, I actually love Spider-Man 2 now. Except for that one part, where he keeps taking off his fucking mask. I hate that. I fucking hate that. But I can look over that. Comparing it to this one.
Is that just like a Spider-Man 2 thing? Because they did that in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with, what's his face? Andrew Garfield.
They kind of did it here, too. But more... He was more secretive. It was more secretive about it. So, if he did take off his mask, he was high up where no one was going to see him, Or he was in a secluded place where he wasn't going to be seen.
I think that's the main issue with putting this story in movies is because, like I always talk about with the Tobey Maguire movies, there's a huge disconnect between Peter Parker and the guy in the suit, and you can feel it. I didn't feel that with Andrew Garfield. I didn't feel a disconnect between Peter Parker and the guy in the suit, but obviously the guy in the suit was different than him. It wasn't him. It was the stunt guy doing all the stunts. But they managed to make it feel like it was still the same guy. And I think that's why they always go with this take off your mask trope, because they want to show that, oh no, he's the guy in the suit, even though he's not the fucking guy in the suit.
Yeah. I think that does kind of make sense. You got to show, who's under that mask for the audience, but at the same time, we know.
Yeah, stop it. We're not stupid.
Yeah. I loved Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
So good.
He was great. He was fucking great.
Yep.
I would hold Tom Holland to that as well.
Okay.
He was great. He was. I mean, he didn't copy. I mean, it's the same fucking character. So he didn't copy him, but like, he did manage to portray that insecure but cocky,
awkward arrogance.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, that awkward arrogance that he has, and perfectly. Okay. Which kind of makes like Toby like my least favorite Spider-Man. Peter Parker,
Okay.
Just because I'm so used to like what I've read in the comics and the animated series.
The first Spider-Man movie was very good. I have not gone back to watch it recently, but I did see it a few times post theatrical release, and I really still like that movie a lot. Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely my least favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I know you like Andrew Garfield a lot.
Yeah, he was great. I'll have to check this one out, I guess, eventually.
I would give it a chance. At least just give it a chance.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think you're gonna probably maybe have the same problem I do, where I loved it when it was just Spider-Man. When anytime the scene was like with Spider-Man fighting villains, or Spider-Man doing this, or Peter Parker doing this, and Peter Parker doing that, that was great. Yeah, I didn't. Sorry, but I didn't really like the supporting cast.
Yeah.
No, the only good supporting cast was his friend, Ned. He was really the only supporting cast that I liked. I didn't like Flash Thompson.
How much was
I didn't really.
Tony Stark in it?
He actually wasn't in it too much at all. Okay. I think he only showed up 3 times.
That
was it, and that was good.
I think that's gonna hurt it though, because the way the trailers have been going.
He's always in it.
They've been pushing this as like a buddy movie.
I think you see Happy more than you see Tony.
Okay.
John Favreau, Happy Hogan. But yeah, of course you see him. I think it's about 3 times you do see him. And the dynamic actually between him and Peter is so good, because like it works on the levels of how Tony's dad kind of left him, and how Parker, his dad. Well, I mean, his dad died, and
spoilers.
Oh yes, Peter Parker's dad died in a plane crash with his mom. You see like the father figure, and they see like you see the father figure in Tony, and then Tony kind of realizes why his dad was like he was to him. Yeah, because he's doing the exact same thing to him. Right. Which is a really cool dynamic, and I love the way it just worked like that. But as far as what I didn't like was honestly the supporting cast. Okay. Martin Starr wasn't in it as much as I thought it was. I get it, like from what I've read, it almost kind of sounded like he had a pretty cool role in it. Same with like Donald Glover, he was in it, and when they talked about it in like articles and stuff like that, you kind of wonder like, oh, what is his part in it? Is he gonna be the Shocker or blah blah blah? And then we find out who the Shocker is in the movie. I mean, it's in the trailers. But yeah, he didn't have a big role in it as it was kind of posted. Just wrapping it up, the non-spoiler one, because I wanted to start talking about spoilers, is it was a good movie. Okay. It wasn't my favorite, but I loved everything with Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Got it. Okay. Spoiler time. We're going into spoilers. So, if you don't want to get spoiled, turn away, wait for my signal. This is come back. Okay? All right, here we go. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
Hit me.
Supporting cast. We saw Betty Brant. Okay. In the trailers, you see like the 2 kids news reporting. That's Betty Brant and I forgot who the other guy was. Then we also see Liz in this, who I forgot. Did you care about the spoilers or no?
No, I don't care. Okay. If I cared, I would have said something already. That's true. Go for it.
So Liz, who I thought was gonna, I think her name was Liz Allen in the comics. Apparently, she's the daughter of the Vulture, of Michael Keaton. And that's a twist I didn't see coming.
Okay.
And I don't think most people did see coming. That left to this great scene between, and this is why I couldn't talk about it previously, but
yeah,
like he finally gets the courage to ask Liz out, and he asks Liz out in, of course, his awkward way. And they go to prom together. He goes and he knocks on the door and opens the door and he sees his fucking tombs right there in front of him, the Vulture. And then you get like this awkward, uncomfortable ride because he gives them a ride to the prom, and you get this like awkward, uncomfortable, like, oh, don't give him the 3rd degree, Dad, and like he finds like asking these questions, and then he figures it out,
Oh, yeah? Okay.
He figures it out, like, oh, I know who this fucker is, I know who's in my car right now.
Wow.
And the dance between, and that scene was probably like the best scene in that movie. It's like Film Ryan used before, it's that pulling of the arrow, like you're waiting for it to let go. And I love that scene so much. It was so good. So yeah, that's a major spoiler right there. For sure. What else? Zendaya's character. She's, I guess, a Disney star. We find out her name is Michelle. Finally get released in the press and everything. Oh, her name's Michelle. She's not Mary Jane. And then they never say her last name throughout the entire fucking movie. They never say Liz's last name throughout the movie until you find out who she is. Right. You get towards the end of the movie, like, and Michelle's supposed to be like this outsider that gets somehow in a academic decathlon. And she's she's kind of portraying like she has no friends and this and that. And then towards the end of the movie, like, and Michelle, you're going to be our head team captain for our decathlon team. Like, oh, just call me MJ. It's like, that's what my friends call me. So yeah, she comes out saying her friends call her MJ. People are saying it's Michelle Jones. I don't know if that's I should look this up. I don't know if that's an actual character. I know there's a Michelle in the Spider-Verse character, or in the Spider-Verse universe. I just don't know too much about her. But and then it gets me. It gets me thinking, like, don't try to fucking surprise us if we know what the obvious is. Like that, just keep your fucking mouth shut.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I don't like my name,
Robin. Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone was talking about on Twitter. So whether she is Mary Jane or not, or Michelle Jones, I don't know how that's gonna work. We're not gonna know until the next movie, obviously.
Right. I didn't realize she was in it. I like her. She's a good actress. She's funny. She was funny on the Disney shows that she's on. Casey Undercover. Casey Undercover. I got kids. What?
I didn't really like her in this movie.
Really? I like her. I'll give it a shot.
I didn't really like her. That's why I said most of the supporting cast I didn't really like, except for Ned.
You're still not talking about the most important supporting character in this movie.
Which one?
Aunt May.
Oh, that's right. I totally didn't talk about Aunt May. Aunt May's the best. I love Aunt May. And just recently I watched My Cousin Vinny again.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
That fucking movie is good. I watched it again because I was working at that location in LA where the guy has his own setup in the back when we're not busy, and he put that on again. I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it again. It was a good movie.
It's a great movie, man.
So, she's perfect in this. She's so good. And then Tony, of course, makes his comments.
That we're all making.
Yeah, exactly. Which works well. But yeah, she was really good in this movie as well. I mean, of course she is. What other characters am I forgetting?
That's the only one I cared about.
Oh, okay. Vulture. We got the Shocker. One more spoiler thing here. Donald Glover.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, is he going to bring up Donald Glover again?
Donald Glover. Yes. So watching this movie, having read Ultimate, was it the new Ultimate Spider-Man? Yeah, it was Ultimate Spider-Man where Peter Parker dies, Miles Morales comes in. from what I've been looking up and from what I've been researching, like that Ned character, they say it kind of seems like a twist on Miles Morales' friend who finds out who is Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of looks like they took from the Ultimate Universe and the old universe.
Kind of cramming some stuff together.
Yeah, mushed it together. But more spoilers here. Donald Glover, his character,
Han Solo.
no,
No,
Lando Calrissian.
he's Lando Calrissian.
He knows like there's a big deal going on with arms. You know, the arms dealer with the Vulture.
Yeah.
Because he's making all these new alien tech weapons. So he goes to intimidate him to try to get answers from him, and of course, Peter Parker, being awkward and everything, like he's still getting used to being intimidating.
Yeah.
And that scene was another great funny scene between him and that character. I don't remember that character's name, but he does later mention in that scene, like, look, like you told me, you told them to shoot you instead of me. Like, that was pretty cool. I'll let you, it's like, I'll let you know where they're at. Like, I have a nephew, and I don't want him, growing up with these kind of weapons on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, people are speculating that that's Miles Morales.
Right. Yeah.
Because everyone wanted Donald Glover to be Miles Morales in a live-action Spider-Man movie, or even Peter Parker.
Donald Glover's pretty rad. I'll say that.
Yeah. So, any other spoilery things?
You do. Are you ready to do your hand dance yet? Or?
I think I'm ready to do my hand dance. Okay,
right.
So
come on back. We're done now. Okay. Well, I'm glad you liked it, even though you might have.
I have my issues, but I
with
liked
it.
it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
But it's definitely a great movie. I would probably put Spider-Man 2, and then Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay.
And then the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Is 3 at the bottom of the list?
3 is hard to choose. Between 3 and Amazing 2, that's hard to choose.
Amazing 2 is fine. It was a victim of the cutting room floor and fucking Marvel. 2 is fine.
You mean Sony?
No, Marvel.
No, Sony. It was all Sony.
Yes, but it got destroyed in the editing room because of Marvel. They were leading to other stuff that ended up just getting completely cut. That if you see later, and if they would have actually had the order of events the way it made sense in that movie, it would have led to something completely different, not a fucking reboot with Tom Holland.
I'm pretty sure it was all Sony. But for the most part, yeah, go see the movie.
Fuck Marvel. I'm the opposite of everybody. When Marvel Pictures is at the front of something, I don't want to see it. I'm the opposite of everybody.
I mean, this is kind of hard for me to say because, like, Spider-Man is probably, like, next to Batman, is one of my favorite characters of, like, all time.
Yeah.
Like, I base Spider-Man, like, on, like, I follow Spider-Man on his, like, way he lives, his morals and all that.
Yeah.
And for me to talk like this about this movie and this character, it's like it's hard to say. It's hard to swallow. But I liked. Don't get me wrong. I liked the movie. It just wasn't the movie I kind of wanted.
It wasn't as perfect as everybody's making it out to be.
It's not as perfect as everyone is making it out to be. Sorry, it's so hard to say that. It really is so hard to say that.
Spider-Man video game though looks real dope.
The Spider-Man video game does look pretty good. But I did have a good time.
Cool.
I at least had a good time, and it was well worth the $20 or $18 I paid for it.
That you got some air conditioning while we were watching it.
Well, I went to go see it in Adobe Atmos or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what I want? I want to go see it in. I hate to see it in 3D, but I want to go see it in 4D at the theater not far.
Yeah.
I just don't want to say where, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just because like the web slinging and the chairs move.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I gotta talk about one more scene because I said web slinging. This is not a spoiler. This is just kind of like a mythos of Spider-Man, which is you know how Spider-Man, he fights in New York and everything, and you know there's buildings everywhere for him to sling off of. But there's this part where he's at a party, it's pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and he's chasing after the bad guys, and he goes like this, and there's no buildings anywhere. He's like, oh crap. I thought that was good.
That's pretty funny.
I like that.
Get too dependent on your bullshit.
And then he ends up he just starts him running. This wide shot of this little guy just running.
That's funny.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually see that.
Yeah. I recommend it. I mean, you don't have to go see it in theaters, but I definitely recommend seeing it.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry, I won't. I'll wait till.
Oh, I know you won't.
I'll wait till it gets to Redbox.
Yeah.
A bunch of stuff that came out early in the year that I haven't had a chance to see is like it's all pretty much at Redbox now. So I've got some catching up to do because I haven't seen anything this year.
Rogue One, you still haven't seen that, huh?
That was last year.
What was last year? That's how last year? It was earlier this year.
December.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, December. You're right. Yeah. And you lived through The Force Awakens. You saw The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
right?
I saw that. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's all really all I got. Oh, I went to go see another movie. I'm just gonna briefly talk about this movie. I saw Beatrice at Dinner, or goes to dinner? No, it's at dinner. With Selma Hayek, John Lithgow.
Oh wow. I like John
Lithgow. One of the Duplass brothers. I don't remember which one. I'm sorry. But overall, it wasn't what I expected. I feel like they marketed it wrong. Like I was kind of, and I like Mike White wrote this movie. I really love the way he wrote the one with Jack Black and School of Rock.
Oh, he wrote that?
Yeah, he wrote School of Rock. He's actually in that too. And then he also wrote Orange County.
I like that movie.
And he wrote
another Jack Black movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's in that movie. And then he wrote a few episodes on Dawson's Creek, the second season.
Oh, okay. The last good season.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite seasons. But yeah, so I was kind of expecting because it's supposed to be very political. Like some of Hayek's characters, kind of like, like one, struggling to get by, and then she hears she does what's that type of healing where it's not Western, Eastern?
Oh shit!
She does
holistic
healing? There you go.
Holistic
Yeah.
healing? Okay.
Yeah, she does that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And she works with someone from Newport Beach, and she kind of goes there to give a massage and does her holistic work, and then she ends up getting stuck there and having dinner, and then John Lithgow character is this big money 1%er, and so I'm thinking, okay, this movie's gonna be very political, very topical as far as things go, and it was, but it wasn't.
Right.
And that kind of was disappointing.
Toned down.
Yeah. So I was kind of but I was kind of expecting more out of it.
Right.
More back and forth, the type of something like that. But
okay.
it kind of fell short from what I expected. And I like Mike White. I like his writing. I'm sorry, but the way it ended, it should have ended with whatever she dreamed up. I think that would have been a fucking twist. Yeah. Wait for video.
Cool.
Yeah. That's it. I'm done with movies.
Alrighty. Move on to some video games?
Yes.
Video juegos. Before we get into the trailers, I want to talk about
Jay Duplass.
Jay Duplass.
I thought it was Jay.
So before we get into the trailer, there's a story I'd like to talk about, and it is about Horizon Zero Dawn, which is so far my favorite game this year. Spoilers on Game of the Year stuff.
Game of the Year stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. So we're just about to hit that time where games are going to be coming out.
Games are coming out? Oh yeah, games are coming out.
Everybody's Golf is coming out in August.
I haven't pre-ordered that.
Do it. Destiny's coming out in September.
I gotta definitely pre-order that because I want the beta.
I'm
gonna leave this right here.
Assassin's Creed Origins. I know people are down on that franchise, but I still enjoy it. That's coming out in October, I believe, as well. Gran Turismo Sport is supposed to be coming out this year.
There's no date?
No, set 2017.
Oh, but it's coming out.
Yeah, I hope so. Then your Call of Duty, your Battlefield, and your normal games that come out are going to be coming out. But so far, the one I've played that has resonated the most with me has been Horizon Zero Dawn because I really love.
Yeah, you love that game.
The story, I love the world, the characters, all that stuff. They just recently put out a patch that had some cool shit that people have been waiting for. And one of those things is New Game Plus. So you take everything you've earned from your first playthrough, and you can start a new playthrough through the game with all your upgraded equipment and all that stuff. And it's worth it. I really enjoyed the side missions. So it's all going to be harder now, but you get to keep all your stuff. There's no new, the level cap hasn't increased. It's still blocked at 50, but you will continue to gain XP, which leads me to believe that when the DLC stuff comes out later this year, I think it's called the Frozen Wilds, which is going to be like in a big expansion for it. Leads me to believe that because you're still accruing XP, they'll probably raise the level cap when that DLC comes out, which looks really dope. And your girl and mine, Ashley Birch, does the voice of the lead character in this game.
Yeah. Love Ashley.
But yeah, they added that New Game Plus, different face paint options, and an ultra hard difficulty mode, and 2 new trophies. And the 2 new trophies are one for going through New Game Plus and one for going through it on the ultra hard difficulty. So they don't affect your platinum status if you've already got platinum, which I've already got the platinum.
God damn.
But yeah,
so that's a new level, ultra hard difficulty.
Yeah.
Or is that just what you're saying?
No,
you just added
that's
ultra?
the new difficulty.
Oh.
They added ultra hard mode. That's the name of the mode.
Fuck.
But yeah, so there's a trophy for playing through that and playing through New Game Plus. I'm sure you can stack those if you do New Game Plus on ultra hard. They'll both will pop at the end. I don't know if I'll go back in and play the ultra hard stuff, but I might go back in and start another playthrough and kind of take my time, leisurely play through it before the DLC comes out, because I want to have that extra XP if you do get to level up and have more equipment, more resources and things like that. I might concentrate more on like the hunting and gathering aspect of the game this time around, since I know that I'm gonna need those resources and all that when the DLC comes out. So pretty cool that they're supporting it. This wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be not a one and done, but like they had no plans to franchise it. They had no plans for DLC. They had no plans for sequels.
I'm sure they were hoping for it.
Yeah, but
every
sold.
Game hopes for that.
It sold so well. I think they had a small team working on an idea for DLC, just in case, and because it hit so big. Apparently, it's going to be coming out before the end of the year. I hope that it's a good chunk of stuff and not something that's rushed. I'd rather. Well, I mean, but all the assets are already there. It's not like they have to build anything from scratch. They just have to worry about a story and quests. That's it, because everything's already kind of there.
Hopefully, they take their time.
Right. Well, with something like that Uncharted Lost Legacy thing, they're building an entirely new thing. Like it's not the same assets that they used before. It's not the same locations. It's completely different stuff, which is why that's taking a year and a half to come out, which makes sense. But with this one, they're using all the existing geography. So I really think that it's just like, here's some more quests and storyline in this area. Okay. So I don't have to build anything new per se. But yeah, it's called the Frozen Wilds. I'm really excited about that. This patch is pretty cool, adding New Game Plus and new gear and cool shit like that. I didn't really mess with the outfits or anything like that. But apparently, like, the new gear that you get is going to have an extra modification slot because you pick up weapon modifications and armor modifications, and like 37% fire resist and for your armor, or this does 40% more damage if you put this gem in it, kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. I really dig that game.
D&D like.
Sort of, yeah.
Every time I hear like 40% this or 10% damage.
It's very basic RPG stuff that they put in this game, but it's definitely really cool. Yeah?
I really miss D&D. I'd love to play some D&D.
We should do some tabletop gaming on this channel. We need to find a game master, and we should.
That's the hard part, finding the game master. Not only that, also finding the time.
Yeah.
But I guess if we just make an episode all gaming D&D, that'll be fun. That'll be really fun.
Some alcohol, some friends.
Sure, I know Alyssa would probably join us with that too.
That'd be cool.
Because that's who I played with.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I played with Alyssa and a few of her friends.
That would be really fun, actually. I watched the Giant Bomb guys do a tabletop thing, and it made me want to do that because it seemed really fun. The next thing we're gonna do is watch a trailer.
Ooh, trailer.
So bring up that trailer.
Trailer mode. All right. So here we got a video game trailer.
Yeah, for a game called Hellblade.
Hellblade. Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't seen this, so this is gonna be
Hellblade,
New
Senua's
to me.
Sacrifice, I think is the full title.
Once again.
Yep.
Hell is reaching deep inside of her. Stormy seas and lost souls.
Oh, that's good.
She's dreamt of this before.
The graphics.
Yeah.
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake? And we only see what our inner eye creates for us. Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people fear seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
Damn. PlayStation and Steam.
Digital only.
Digital only.
No physical game, no physical disc. So that second trailer that's in there is a little bit longer. We don't need to watch that one, but I'll put that in the notes as well, because it's pretty cool. After they show this, quick little trailer, it's a different trailer than that one. But after they show the trailer, they cut to the offices where these people are developing it. Like, hey, we're a small team. So the people making this game is Ninja Theory, and if that name is familiar, it's because they did Heavenly Sword, which is one of my favorite games on PS3. They did Enslaved: Odyssey to the West, which is another one of my favorite games on PS3. And in those games, they worked with Andy Serkis and his company for the facial capture and motion capture stuff. Andy Serkis plays characters in both of those games as well. And they did the most recent Devil May Cry game, DMC, which is a very, very good Devil May Cry game. And this is their next game. It's called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and it
sounds and looks like Silent Hill-ish.
Sort of ish. That's
At least the way she's describing it,
Right, it's
think your eyes are, you think you're awake, but you're asleep, or asleep if you're awake. Yeah.
But this is going to be an action combat style game. And the cool thing about it was, like, in that video I was telling you about a minute ago, like, they get this guy, and he's like, hey, I'm the director here at Ninja Theory. We're a very small team. We're cutting out the middleman of disc production and distribution. We're doing all digital. Mm-hmm. And we have been taking our time with this game. That way we can put it out. And it's not a super long game. It's about half the length, he says, of a
right. I figured if it's a small team, it wouldn't be
title. So I'm gonna guess probably 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. I would assume, because like big games now are about 20 hours. Even if it's 6 hours, 8 hours,
I don't really care as long as it's good.
Here's the thing: it's $29.99.
It's not bad.
No, it's super cheap.
That sounds for what, 20 hours? You said?
Probably about, I'd say 8, maybe 10 tops.
Oh.
But the thing is, like, there's no production or distribution, so you don't. Because if this game was coming out on disc, it would be $60 game.
You said they're an independent company?
So Ninja Theory is an independent company, but Sony is publishing this game.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it's only on PlayStation and on Steam.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
I want to make sure it's justified for. I mean, if that's much and it's like a small team, I'll be all right paying that much money.
Yeah, and it's gonna be super high quality. They said that their mission on this game was, we want to make a AAA game, visually, graphically, story-wise, gameplay-wise. We want to make a big game, but with a small team, cut out any extra costs, and get it straight into the hands of the consumer. So it's only going to be $30, which I think is awesome. And it seems like Sony, with their first-party games, aside from something like an Uncharted, like Everybody's Golf was only $40. Those are full-price games on every other console. This game's only $30. If they're smart, Gran Turismo Sport will only be $40 and not $60. because then not only will they have
That's a big title game, isn't it?
yeah, it is, but it's
I'm
also
sure
a
that's the
Sony.
thing,
It's
a big
also a
quality.
Sony only game.
Oh, that's true.
So if they're smart and they do that, and like, hey, not only do we have these great first party games, but guess what? They're cheaper than all these other third party games, and they're just as good, if not better.
That'd be smart.
Yes.
To price it cheaper.
Yeah, but
I
I
get
mean,
more people to buy it.
I'm gonna pay $60 for Gran Turismo, whether or not it,
Right.
you know, so
But
it doesn't
if
matter.
They
But
know people are gonna pay 60. I'm sure they'll probably make it 60.
they could have charged 60 for this because of the lineage of that studio. Like I said, those are 3 major games that have come out in the past. But yeah, I really like this team. I like everything they've done, and I'm really excited to play through that game because it kind of seems like a spiritual successor to their first game, sort of.
If it's that short, I wouldn't mind playing it because that's gives me enough time. God, if it's never mind. I was saying with Zelda, like I feel like it's forever playing that game, but
Yeah.
it's one of my sorry, I'm going off topic already. One of my things with the game, like I love the game and everything, but I just kind of just like I kind of just finally realized and opened my eyes. I'm like, this game is gonna be fucking long because I kind of like my mentality is like, all right, beat the game before you play the next game.
Mhm.
But with this game, it's like this is like a long haul game. So I'm gonna have to. So if I want to play something else, I just better go play something else.
Or just throw your
I'm
time
not.
into it. Yeah.
There's not trash on it at all.
No, not at all.
I love the game. I'm fucking enthralled in the game. I've been taking my Switch with me to work and been playing my full hours at lunch
Skipping lunch.
and skipping lunch and going hungry, which is probably a good thing for me. So, but yeah. But yeah, 8 hours is not. That's cool. That's great.
Even if it's 5 to 6, whatever. Like Call of Duty campaigns are 5 to 6 hours long.
My
The
look at it is like if the story is good.
The first Uncharted was only like 6 to 8 hours long.
The first Uncharted? Yeah, the first Uncharted wasn't long. I remember because when I was doing the replay of it, I was like, "Fuck, was this game that short? I thought it was longer."
Yeah. I played through most of
Or I
that
just
game
played it.
in one
It
sitting.
just probably took me forever to do it.
Both times. So yeah, I went through and played Uncharted.
I think I got all the trophies for the first
did you?
one. I think that's why. Or I was looking for all the treasures.
Yeah.
That's why I think I felt long.
Yeah. When I played through that game, because I played through 1 and 2 before 4 came out. I only made it about halfway through 3. But I played through 1 and 2 before 4 came out. And man, yeah, it moves. That game just...
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, Hellblade is going to be pretty sweet.
Cool.
And I'm really excited about it. And anything that company does, I'm super into.
Cool.
So, Zelda, huh? Is that pretty much it?
I played some Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay, that's
played
right, 'cause you got that.
Snipper clips.
Snipper clips?
I keep wanting to call it snipper clippers.
Yeah.
Snipper
That
clips
seems like a lot of fun. Did you play with somebody else?
Fun. I played with my sister.
Okay.
I've played with my coworker because I took my Switch to work with me. It was a lunch break.
Did you do full on tabletop the Switch?
Yeah, we took it apart, put it right there,
Look
and
at
then
you.
me and him, we played. I just started arguing.
Eat that marketing. Eat it.
Trying to help him figure out, like, no, turn this way. No, turn that way.
That's funny.
And then we played a lot of Mario Kart 8.
Mm-hmm.
Because he really loves Mario Kart. And we tried playing... What's the other one that I got? Has Been Heroes. But I don't think that's only one player.
Oh, I don't know.
I just couldn't figure it out. And then we were kind of rushing into it because we had to go back to work. And go back to work.
Damn.
But I really love the Snipper Clips game.
Cool.
I think I passed it.
It's not a long game.
Yeah. Okay. Then I probably passed it because I did all the puzzles.
Yeah.
I hope they put out more. I'm
Cool.
assuming they'd put out more.
You would think.
But yeah, I love Snipper Clips a lot. I definitely would like to play with more people.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you play up to 4 people.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Yeah. So actually, it probably is more, and I'm just haven't played because you need to play with 4 people.
Maybe.
That's why. I bet that's probably why.
Could be. Yeah, I don't know much about that game other than it looks
That's
really
probably
fun.
why. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. But yeah, fucking Zelda has that itch in me right now. And I've been trying to stream more.
Yeah,
I don't know if you kind of watched, but like on this channel too, by the way. So
every time you go to stream, I'm either leaving the house or heading to the gym or something. And it's like, God damn it, I can't watch.
Yeah,
I'm out.
But yeah, I've been trying to stream more of that. and I want to start streaming some more from PlayStation, but I for some reason have an issue with PlayStation right now as far as streaming through the Elgato.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's what I'm using. Because I keep forgetting to pick up my camera from Bryce's place. I left it at his place.
Can't you? Does it only work with the PlayStation camera?
Yeah, it only works with the
really?
PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to do that. I didn't do it. Like, nope.
Damn. Come on, Sony.
You need the proprietary camera. I was like, fuck off.
That's funny.
I feel like you could have done that with the PlayStation 2, though.
No.
That was
2 and 3,
even?
it was all the same. Yeah, you had to use proprietary
Or
camera.
3, that's what I
Yeah.
meant. Yeah.
Well, they had one on PlayStation 2 also.
They did have the one.
People don't remember that.
No, I remember. Yeah,
But this whole motion gaming thing started on PS2.
I remember that.
People, yeah. No, but it's fun to believe that it started with the Wii for people, but it didn't.
It just didn't launch, or it just didn't take off like people thought.
It did.
Well, no, it wasn't. Was it motion gaming? I thought it was just having the camera.
Yeah,
for like
you were playing games where like you got to hit this ball or pop this balloon, and it was using that camera to track your body on PS2.
I know I never bought it.
Yeah,
I think it was just.
I didn't
seem
either.
worth it.
I'm just saying.
I don't think it just seemed worth it. I
was
think it
there.
might have been that.
Yeah.
But I did remember buying the camera for the PS3, so when we played
I
Burnout.
only bought it for Burnout.
For
Only bought it for
Burnout.
Burnout because I could give you a big fat when you wrecked me.
My camera. Oh, Bryce is watching.
Hello, Bryce.
Hey.
What's he saying?
It's his camera now.
Did you leave it there for more than 30 days? That's my rule.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Way more than 30.
Dude,
Oh, that's your camera.
That's your
yeah.
camera now, Bryce. Fuck it. That's yours.
That's not mine anymore.
Yeah.
So now you can start streaming.
So yeah, that's a bunch of Nintendo stuff.
As far as that goes, I mean, waiting to figure out what else to buy.
Did you make room?
I want to buy Minecraft.
Did you?
But I'm
No,
afraid.
Don't do it.
I'm afraid I'll get sucked into that too.
Buy it on the Switch if you buy it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, on the
yeah.
Switch.
I mean, get it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of going through my backlog of games, and I had gotten up to a point where I almost finished this game, but I got it when I got my PS4, and it had already been out for a little while. And when I got my PS4, it also got Grand Theft Auto 5, and then other stuff started coming out, and just more and more and more stuff kept coming out, and I never actually got back to be able to finish this game. And that's Infamous Second Son. So I actually started
I remember
over.
you talking about that.
Started over from scratch. I was close to finishing that game, but I decided, you know what? It's been long enough. I'm just going to wipe the save. I'm going to start over, and I'm going to go through that. Man, that's a fun-ass game, and it's really pretty. And I really enjoyed the story. So I'm going through that right now. As I talked about a couple of weeks ago, I've been slowly making my way through Sleeping Dogs again, which is a really fun-ass game. Do you need to mention something?
Oh no! I was wondering why you didn't mention it. Like, I'm sorry. Because he mentioned Jay Duplass.
Oh.
I just didn't. I just saw Jay Duplass. I just couldn't read it because it was so tiny.
Yeah.
But then, the second time I noticed when he said my camera.
So Sleeping Dogs is another fun game. It's cool. Action B movie type of thing. Set in Hong Kong. It's a fun game. It's super cheap digitally. If you want to check it out, it's a remaster. It was on PS3, and I talked about it on PS3. And it was one of my favorite games that year. But if you haven't played it, go through and play it now. I started Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Because again, it's $4 right now.
That's
Get
right, we
it
were talking
till the
about
11th,
it, yeah.
till this week. So if you haven't got it, Bryce, I'm looking at you. Buy it. It's $4. It's worth it. Trust me. So I started that. I went through the tutorial and a little bit after, and I really kind of dig the story. And it's Batman Arkham Combat, which is amazing.
Arkham Combat.
Yeah, the Batman Arkham games. So
They came out with a few of those, though, didn't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very fun, intuitive combat, and it's got like RPG elements and some Assassin's Creed-ish kind of stuff to it. It's a really, really fun game so far, which is another game that came out a few years ago that I never got a chance to play through. That was legitimately Game of the Year a lot of places, and it's only $4 right now. I didn't buy this, but God of War 3, the remaster for PS4, is only $4 right now too. So if you're a fan of God of War and you just never played God of War 3, or you're one of the people that jumped ship to Microsoft during the PS3, Xbox 360 era,
I said which game?
God of War 3.
Before that, I think.
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor is $4.
Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. But yeah, God of War 3 is real cheap right now too, and it's a remaster. It looks great. I haven't bought it. I might, because I like the God of War games. But But yeah, I've kind of been playing older games, and this month Until Dawn is free on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
So make some room on your hard drive.
There should be room.
Or just
I
add
deleted
it.
a bunch of stuff.
All you have to do is just add it to your library. Just add it to your library, and it'll always be there for you to download. And I want to go through that. I also plan on going through Life is Strange over the summer.
I finished that last episode.
My daughter's been bugging me to play that game, and I was like, well...
Life is Strange?
Yeah.
Should she play it?
Oh, she's 11. Why not? She's already watched it all on YouTube, she said, so...
Oh, she did?
Yeah. So I told her that we'd play it together.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're going to do that sometime this summer before she gets back to school. But yeah, man, just kind of going through a backlog of games and really enjoying what I'm playing right now, because after Horizon, I really felt like a deep void in video games. It's like, what do
I hate when that happens.
There's nothing coming out till August, and Hellblade comes out August 8th, which I'm really excited about. I'll probably get that because it's only $30. Like, don't fucking sleep on that. And then at the end of August is Everybody's Golf, which I've already pre-ordered, and I'm very excited. And that's going to be a game that's the game I'm going to be playing while I listen to podcasts and stay up until 5 in the morning when I should be sleeping.
I do that.
Because there's no story. It's just a golf game. And then Destiny comes out in September, and that's going to be one.
Did you pre-order?
No, not yet. I don't care about the beta. I don't want to play the beta because it seems like it's going to be, from what I've seen, it's the first mission of the game.
Oh, really?
I don't want to play that. I don't want to. It's like, here's some missions and a strike to do, and it's like, no, fuck that, because then I'm gonna have to do those again when I get the game. I know I'm getting this game. I know it's gonna be good. I can wait till September to get the game.
Obsessed.
Just play some regular ass Destiny,
That's true.
which I'll probably be deleting from my hard drive pretty soon. So we need to play a couple more times before I do that. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, kind of what I'm playing, what's on the horizon for video games right now for me. But yeah, it's where I'm at right now with video games. Just having fun with some old games and realizing, games looked good on this generation, even from the start.
You know what I've been wanting to play recently? And I've actually been going on Twitch to find someone to play it because I haven't been able to play it.
What?
The first Metal Gear.
Oh, okay.
I really want to play the first Metal Gear.
Okay.
I've been itching to play that for a while.
I was gonna say.
That's why I kind of wish I still had my PS3 so I can play the remastered or whatever.
It was just a re-release. It wasn't a re-release. It was just, here's the game. I have Silent Hill that way too. The original Silent Hill on PS1 Classics.
I've been wanting to play that too, but lately it's Metal Gear.
Well, maybe I'll buy Metal Gear and bring my PlayStation over here. Stop doing what I do. Maybe I'll buy Metal Gear on the PS1 Classics and bring my PlayStation 3 over here, and we can probably hook that up and maybe stream some of that.
We could stream that. I can stream analog now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And also, I have the first 2 Tony Hawk games that we've been talking about playing on a stream. I have Silent Hill. I have I've got some good PS2 games on my PS3 already also. So Katamari Damacy.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that game. That game's so fun.
It's the best. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring my PS3 over here on one of these days and just spend the whole day over here, and we'll just stream all day. It's loud as fuck though, because it's old and dusty. I need to open it up and blow all the dust out.
Yeah, you haven't had. Oh no, you have the. You don't have the first generation anymore.
No.
Yeah, mine's the only one that lasted forever.
Yeah, I did, because you never played it.
I played it. I want to play with that more than I did with my PS4.
Yeah. But that'll be fun. We should totally do that. I'll get that over here.
You know what we're kind of toying with? And this is the stupidest thing I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I say many stupid things.
Yeah, you do.
A 24-hour stream.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Just to see if we could do it, and just to see if
we can
get through it.
And what games we'd play.
Yeah, and what games we'd play.
Would we play a game all the way through? Would we just play a couple hours?
Well, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But, just shorter games, only 4, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Probably play it all the way through.
Play through that first Uncharted again.
You could probably do that, yeah.
Ugh, that fucking jet ski sequence is awful. That river sequence is terrible in the first Uncharted.
I hate that sequence too.
God, it's so bad.
I streamed that part actually.
Did you?
Yeah. It's probably not up anymore. I think it might be on my YouTube channel though.
Okay.
It might be on my YouTube channel, but I have fucking issues Get up that goddamn stream.
That river is the worst.
I can't see. I'm sorry.
Rick is blind. We all are. We both are.
Horror month. Oh, a horror month for October.
Yeah.
Stream in October, nothing but horror games.
Hey, I own a copy of Siren Blood Curse for PS3, which was the episodic game.
Or just the horror month in general. Either way, that'd be cool still.
Resident Evil 4 would be a great game to play through. For that.
Silent Hill,
Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3.
I have Outlast.
Outlast, yeah.
I've never played Amnesia. I've heard people
haven't
play that. Like that's like the number one streamed game back in the early YouTube gaming days.
Yeah, that and fucking Slender. Everybody streamed that too.
I never played Slender.
Neither have I. It doesn't
I
seem scary.
it didn't. Yeah.
But yeah, that would be fun to do.
I just looks scary.
Yeah, that would be fun to do. We should totally do that. We could do like a pass the controller kind of thing.
Yeah. But I've been wanting to do that. Just full 24-hour stream.
Yeah. If it's not fucking balls hot in October
that's
like it
the
was
hard
last year,
part, yeah.
that'd be fun.
Full 24 hours at Bryce's place. Nice AC. Although I also might be getting an AC soon.
Oh yeah?
I can't fucking stand it anymore, man.
Just get one for the window, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Is there good insulation in these walls? Then you should be fine.
There is. There's really good insulation in the walls.
I gotta say,
it's hot and that's why it gets cold.
Having this fan on low or whatever, like I have not started sweating at all today.
Oh, I'm fucking sweating.
So.
Yeah, but I'm not that fit, so. I'm not that fit.
No, you're pretty fit though. You're just not that fit.
Do we got anything else?
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
So that.
I'm gonna say it now. No,
hot.
hold on. I'm gonna say it now. That way it'll force you to watch it next week. Full review of Glow, because Bryce
Bryce
has already watched it. I didn't want to talk about it by myself, so Bryce has already finished it. I've finished it.
I thought you had a game next week.
No, they don't. The games don't start yet.
Oh, I thought you said mid-July.
The weekend after, I think they start.
Oh.
But yeah, and it'll probably get pushed back because of the heat. Because last year opening day got canceled.
That's right. You pushed it back last year too. Sometimes.
So next week, full review of Glow.
Yeah, then maybe I'll actually binge through it.
You better.
Too. I got to.
It's easy. It's an easy watch, dude. It's an easy watch.
Is it hour or 30?
30.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I could binge through it then.
Yeah, 10, 30-minute episodes.
I tend to binge more 30 now than hour shows because it just feels way too long.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I will talk about it next week.
Yeah. Okay. So there you have it for this week's episode. If you enjoyed the episode, give it a thumbs up. Leave us a comment.
If not, give it a thumbs down.
Let us know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see us talk about, or if you have any recommendations as far as backlogs and future gaming. You like our 24-hour stream idea? Let us know.
Podcast you listen to. We talked about that earlier.
We put up the shows every week, each individual topic that we like on YouTube. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, with Friday the full video show, and then on Tuesdays the MP3 goes up. Usually. If not, wait for Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Or afternoon. And it'll be there.
You very rarely miss an MP3 post.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
All our social networks are right here.
Yeah.
So if you want to check it out right there. Like us on Facebook. Until next time.
That was some shit we like.